What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of we're not doing indie games today. This one is purely a vanity project for me because I've been waiting 20 years for a sequel to Titan Quest. It's been a really, really long time. I bought the first game on release day when I first got out of high school, and I'm old now, all right? I'm officially old at this point, and the second game just released. It's time for us to play the game for a little bit, do some first impressions, and figure out whether or not this game lives up to its legendary predecessor. So today, I'm just going to play the game. We're going to hang out. We're going to fool around with the game. I'll make observations as I go along about things I do and don't like. I've consumed zero content about this game. If it's outside the world of indie games, I don't really pay attention to it. And I'm just going to let the video run, let the video speak for itself, and if I see things that jump out at me, I'll point them out. But otherwise, we're just going to enjoy the game here today. If after watching this, you wanted to check out Titan Quest 2 for yourself, the early access is available down below at the link. You can check that out there. And then, of course, you can find a bunch of other Nerd Castle links down there that are they're hot and spicy and clickable, bro. They're down there. But let's go ahead and start our game off and see if we have a good time with it. All right, so let's create a character over here. We've got a bunch of different archetypes on this side. Man, these guys been hitting the weight bench out here. These dudes jacked. Okay. I don't know, like, who I want to go with here. There's nobody that particularly looks like me, and unfortunately, that's my main criteria for character creation. This guy has a magnificent beard, though. Like an utterly unfathomably dope beard. Like if this beard walks into your establishment or place of work, you take notice of it. You might even try to sneak off a picture. One time I saw a super awesome mullet in Best Buy, and I was trying to sneak up on the guy and like take a picture of it like casually without him seeing me, but then he like turned around it was like an act of God, bro. He turned around at exactly the right moment to see me doing it, and then he didn't even get mad. He just threw like a double thumbs up and turned his head to the side so that you could see the full like engagement of the mullet, like the deployment of the mullet. I respected it. You gotta take joy in the things that give you life. Let's start the game.
Mortals, bound by fate's golden strands. Tell of their laughter, their struggles, their glory. Tell of warlike Sparta. Fate destined them for godlike greatness. But the gods had other plans. Retribution. Show them no mercy. Staining their strands with darkness. But don't cut it short. Tell us the whole story. Tell us about hope.
I've always wanted to arrive at a location on angel wings in slow motion with like fire wreathing me. I feel like I do really, really well with the whole like Gabriel routine. I feel like that's my calling, and unfortunately, I am decidedly mortal. Upsetting.
Sing muses of faith
and the mortal, watched by the gods on Proti Island, where the story begins.
Ah, here we go. All right, we're on Proti Island, and apparently I'm just I'm a half-naked guy with a knife. That's what I do. I just stand around in picturesque locations, half-naked with a knife. It was a job back then, bro. If it was a job for a guy to sit in a giant clay jar in the center of town and insult people, then it was definitely a job to hang out on a cliff with a knife and just intimidate people, okay? It was a much more chaotic time. I can dodge. Oh, they're going for, like, the action out here. Okay, I'm being attacked by especially large birds right now. Oh, it's right click. Okay, I'm gonna have to like rebind things over here.
Victories.
Can I rebind my left click to be move, but also attack when it mouses over the enemy? Because I don't like right clicking for my auto attack in an action RPG. That is not something that excites me. There was an option called context sensitive left click. That I'm hoping it does. It fixed it. All right, I got it on the first try. That edit was only like 20 seconds long. Some spalders. Ooh, I want a Ooh, not really a spalder. More of a well, I guess there's some spalders in there. Where's my? Okay, yeah, there's some little shoulder pads inside of there. Okay, all right. I'll take it. Anything else around here? I like to explore everything. Potions restore D and F.
How brave Aristano prepared him for the hunt.
Okay, do I regenerate at all? Oh, I do. I'm regenerating right now.
A griffin. The griffin grows more dangerous every day. Its mad cult of worshippers keeps growing. It's time we hunted it down. Are you ready?
It says she's my mentor. For a second here, I thought we just walked up on some lady that was like, hey, you want to go hunt a mythical beast with me? And I'm like, lady, I got a knife and a hobo cape. What exact use do you think I'm going to be?
First, there's something I must show you. I'll explain on the way. The time has come for you to prove yourself. Today we hunt the griffin, but before that, remember the shrine at the end of the beach? Let's go.
Okay, are you like a wizard? Am I going to be like the tank here? Like, am I going to be the one throwing down on the front lines and you're going to be raining down that hot and spicy Zeus fire? Well, that Zeus lightning? Well, I mean, she just used her staff as a super soaker. I wouldn't expect that to be effective based on Pokemon rules to a crab, but hey.
I have just one more thing to teach you.
What is the one more thing? Is it how to file my taxes? I feel like that's an important piece of information that nobody ever taught me. I screwed those bad boys up, bro. The IRS came after me like my ass was made out of candy. It was ugly. All right, another crab down. Let's carry on this way. Luckily, they don't seem to be... Are crabs this large in Greece? Are you guys, like, terrified to go to the beach? I've never been to Greece before. And so, like, if you guys are having giant crab problems where they're just, like, running off and snatching children, you gotta let everybody know, dude. Like, inform the UN. We can get a binding resolution. We can roll on those crustaceans. We can take care of it. It can get locked down right now. I'm not really, like, healing right now. Ow, bro. Okay. There we go. He drank the potion. I swear to God, I was pressing the D key the entire time we were fighting those guys. A spiked mace, you know me, dude. I gotta do the two-hander build. I gots to do it. I can't help myself. There we go. Give me another potion right there. Let's smack these guys up. So does our potion, like, refill? Oh, okay, so we got, like, a little ring around our health bar right here. Our potion refills from doing damage, not necessarily kills. All right, I'll take that. What are we? Oh, tab. I was trying to open up like a mini map or something, like an overlay map. And so where's the what is this? Am I robbing a god right now? My character seems very confused as to whether they can pick this up or not. Okay, well, I click on the thing and then my character just jiggles back and forth like so. So maybe it opens up later on in the storyline. It is a giant magical shiny chest in front of a statue of a naked guy with a weapon. So and if I'm not victorious, I'll be food. There's two sides to that coin right there. I leveled up. I can get attribute points. Ooh, a heavy cuirass. Nice, dude. Yeah, throw that thing on. That seems like a way better thing than what we had on before. There we go. I got like a little bit of something protecting me right now. I had to reload a save because my guy was stuck moving. I don't know, like he kept moving towards my mouse cursor. I probably accidentally hit a hotkey or something. It didn't like feel like it was a bug. It felt like I accidentally toggled something. Let's go into the super awesome cave that's definitely not going to result in my death.
Here we are. This place was built ages ago by the Mycenaeans. The heroes of old received the gods' gifts at this shrine. You'll need its blessing to stand against the Griffin.
Okay. I'm gonna go get blessed real quick. So in leveling up, it looks like we've got attribute points over here. I'll probably just start building like I'm gonna be a heavy armor guy. What does agility do for me? So we've got speed and fitness, so we've got light armor, medium armor, fast weapons. Yeah, I want to be like a big, ridiculous bruiser. That's what I'm trying to do right now, is I'm trying to like strike down on people with the power of Hephaestus, you know what I mean? Are you coming? All right. I'm scared, I'm like, little thing I'm scared of admitting right now. My character, while being...
The priests of Mycenae protect their shrines, even beyond the grave.
You know, I'm a big burly guy with a giant weapon, but I'm also super scared of the dark and sleep with a teddy bear, so I need to have someone here to observe while I'm inside the cave. Oh, good, there's a light source. We don't have to worry about the dark too much. We do, however, have to worry about, apparently, the ravenous undead. What they're so pissed about, nobody knows. They do this with everybody. You come on in here with an ice cream, like you come in here with an ice cream truck. Everybody loves the ice cream truck, and they still do this. We still haven't found a solution for it. It's been the discussion of many committees.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, you know, I'll just get shot with lightning over here. Don't worry about it. Don't help me with the wizard skeleton that's actively trying to murder me. No, we don't have to worry about that at all. Little thunder staff action right there. Okay. I mean, I'm picking up all this stuff, but like, do I actually need all this stuff? Yeah, get them heavy pauldrons right there, dude. Let's carry on southwards and just kind of see what comes out of the dark. The world's biggest bat. Damn, now I got coronavirus, bro. They gave me the Ronies. I'm just going to leave those on the ground, man. I've got too many clothing options right now. Let's go this way. When do I get abilities? I'm trying to, like, blow up, like, 5 enemies at the same time. Is it when I get a blessing? That's got to be what it is. I got to get touched by a god first. You got to pay. You know what I mean? Everybody pays somehow.
This, the shrine of divine mastery. Only those the shrine chooses can receive its blessing. You're the finest I've ever trained. Go on. See if the shrine answers to you.
Shrine?
You have been measured. Rise and accept your blessing.
Am I blessed? Okay, so we can go with like earth. We can go for warfare. Masters of earth harness the powers of fire and stone from the deep underground to shape and ignite the battlefield, crushing their foes and setting them ablaze. Yeah, that sounds like the kind of thing that I would be into. I'm going to say, since I want to be like a warrior guy, I mean, I want to take earth really, really, really badly, so I think that's what I'm going to do. But I took a look at the abilities inside each tree, and it seems like warfare would help me out a lot more as of right now. But we'll go with earth for the moment and kind of see how that plays. Okay, we got Fisher over here. How many points do I get? I get 4 points. All right, let's get like 2 in Fisher, and then I'll probably take like maximum energy because it seems like we're going to be doing a hybrid thing here. I see a lot of mentions of things like spell power here, so we're going to have to like figure it out. Let's just put the rest of the points in there. That looks okay to me, and then I get 2 passive points. What does my passive point do? Oh, you can actually, like, customize this bad boy. What? I can get more fissures in a cone? So apparently this allows you to customize the ability and make it perform the way that you want it to. There's everything from just, like, damage increases to also more interesting stuff around here. I'm going to go with additional fissures. That sounds pretty good. And then I'll probably go with, like, lava fissure right there. That sounds all right. That way I'm firing out 3 of the cones at a time, and then it's also leaving like an AoE on the ground. For an action RPG, it feels like a smart thing to play around with. For now, let's just like dump into energy, I guess. Hey, and look at that. It unlocks some other stuff too. So we've got increased skill cost, but we get more maximum energy. We can also get ether shield, or we can regenerate our energy. I'll regenerate my energy. That sounds all right to me. Close that off, and then, like, Yeah, there we go. Now I'm feeling it. Now I'm feeling the burn. I had to re-keybind already. It's weird that they don't let you control your left click, your right click. Like, I don't know why they didn't do this like every other action RPG. Like, I gotta go in and custom keybind this stuff, and then I'm gonna have to, like, move it all over to there. Because I have a very I've been playing action RPGs the same way since, like, 1999, alright? I need to have the same control scheme. But we have powers now.
No. This shouldn't be happening.
Wait, what? I just got magic powers. I thought that was exactly what was supposed to happen.
You saw how the shrine reacted. That corruption. Gods, I thought we had more time. No matter. Go. You have the shrine's blessing. You can face the Griffin without me. I have other preparations to make. I'll meet you on the mountain. You must
Okay.
slay the Griffin. You can do this.
Have fun with your cryptic, unexplained adventure. What is this? Oh, just lore. We don't need to read that right there. All right, it's time for the killing. I've got new tools, and I'm ready to play with them. Meow! Burn, snakes. Ow, they poisoned me. Can't believe you've done this. A very rude thing to do. Ow. Okay. Ooh, heavy helm. Nice. Put that on right there. Is it covering my luscious beard, though? It did. It murdered my beard, and now I've got like a Charlie Hunnam thing going on. Man, what happened to my luscious beard? What's in here? Anything good? A Polecus. I can barely say it. All right, well, let's continue on down the road and just kind of see what trouble we get into here. The abilities seem fairly customizable. That wasn't like super what I expected out of it. I figured most of the customizations and modifications would come from gear or whatever, but it seemed to work out okay.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I just buried Patricus. The Griffin. I know I always said Aristano was too hard on you. I thought training every day was pointless. Proti Island is safe. How terribly quickly things can change. The dogs and I were out hunting rabbit. Then a shadow came over us. I wasn't quick enough.
I will avenge your Patricus.
Thank you. Make the monster pay. Here, I've got some hunting supplies that might help when you face it.
Okay, what I really want to do, would you like to buy all of my crap? Because I would love to sell you all of my crap. I'm very full up right now, and I don't know how prolific of treasure gatherers Griffins are, but I'm going to need room for some serious treasure out here. I feel passionately about it. So we've got 167 gold to play around with. I've already got a health potion, but I would like to grab like some better gear. Maybe I'll come back. Is there anything like lootable around here? There's a snake. Yeah, loot his face with my mace. There we go. Was there another direction back that other way, or was that like the way that I came? Okay, that was just like a big loop back right there. I should probably go back for the treasure or something at some point too, but like, eh.
You useless meat-sack! Who taught you to fight?
The gods taught me how to fight.
Damn it! Will someone get me out of this corpse's bag? Well, what are you waiting for? Pick me up. Yes, I'm stuck in this jar. No, you can't open it. But you can take me to the Shrine of Hermes in the cave southwest of here, so that craven cur can fix this.
Are you a genie? Do I get wishes? How many wishes do I get? I'm only gonna let you out, and I'm only gonna take you to Hermes once you give me my wishes, dude. I've got some serious wish potential right now that's been building up inside of me for a lot of decades. And so, like, you need to produce some wishes, or this is not gonna go the way that you would prefer that it go. Oh, nice. I got some bracers, too. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah! I'm sorry, the ability seems like the kind of ability where you go, yeah, every time you cast it. If I could do that in real life, I would make that noise every single time. I'd just be hanging around, yeah, yeah, yeah. And like people would be like, why does he do that? Is he like, I don't know, deficient or something? Like, I don't know. And then other people in the crowd would just have to explain like, nah, he just kind of does that. Just go along with it, dude. He gets like real sort of, I don't know. He gets real upset if you like act like it's weird. You can use your barrier skill. Okay, I get extra protection. Fair. But you know what the best protection is? Beating a mod to death before he even attacks you. That's what the real G's do. That's right, snakes. I'm up in here, lighting y'all on fire. It's smelling tasty out here. Perfect. I was a little bit worried, so like in the original Titan Quest, I remember everything had like a really tight cooldown on it, where like everything took like 6 or 7 seconds to recharge, and I was worried that this game was going to do the same thing. But I'm glad that I have at least something spammable. That makes me happy. There we go. Kill that crab off right there. Oh, there's more of them. Okay. A little upsetting, but I feel like we can get to the bottom of this. Have I leveled up at all? I have. I get more attribute points. What does Vigor do? So the measure of your health and tenacity. Okay. We're probably going to need a lot more health if we're going to be a frontline fighter. So I'll probably just level these up together. Like 1 for 1, basically. Aristino took you fishing once, but neither of you managed to catch anything. Should have brought power bait, man. Makes your fingers smell weird for the rest of the day, but it gets the job done. This episode brought to you by power bait. All right, let's go. Oh, spiders.
Hope you're a better fighter than the last guy.
Okay. Are you going to be taunting me the entire time I'm trying to fight all these enemies on your behalf without complaint, or are you just going to have like your little snide comments from the backfield the whole time? I have overwhelmed stacks, and I can empower an ability. I don't know if I have an ability that empowers just yet, but I don't think my ability needs to be empowered. I'm kind of like obliterating spiders out here.
I suppose you're expecting a reward now. Fine. Now get out of here. Your job is done.
That's it? You just wanted me to put you back on a pedestal? That was the whole quest? I didn't even get my wishes, dude.
You had your fun. Let me out of this jar so I can rip your throat out. Please? Hermes. Hermes!
See, and I know exactly what the first wish was going to go to, too. Now I'm never going to get a second season of Firefly with the original cast, man. But a genie could have made that happen, even though some of them are dead. A genie would have made it work. Ow! Hey, how about you relax with the lightning thrower, man? How about you chill with that? All right? It's okay, I didn't die. And also, I did some light grave robbing. Hell yeah. I honestly don't feel like I need to finish you guys off. Is there anything else inside of this cave that is pertinent? Okay, nothing inside that one. That guy must have died broke. Unfortunate. Or maybe he died broke because he spent it all like a baller on his way out. He just like dropped all of his cash, ran up all of his credit cards, and was like, yep, dude, bury me in a pauper's grave. Holy shit. That's a lot of loot. Okay, now to filter through all of it and figure out what it is that I want to equip. The hand axe, unfortunately, is one-handed, and I'm not really trying to be like a one-handed guy. We've got these pauldrons over here that give us armor versus piercing. I'll throw those on, better than what I've got. These right here give me movement speed, and I like to zoom in action RPGs. I'm that guy you see running around in Path of Exile that's got like 800% movement speed and is basically just teleporting around. I love that. Strike armor, glancing hits chance. Don't know what that means, but hey, hit me with that pink skirt. That gives me 9% fire damage, which is basically all of the ticks from my hammer attacks. So I can get down on that. And then this guy right here, resistant inlaid armbands of nature. It gives me energy barrier. I'm not too worried about that. I'll throw on a ring, though, real quick. And then we've got another ring that gives us 10% more fire damage, so I can rock with that. Hopefully make a little bit of cash off this stuff once we unload it, too. Is this going to loop back for me right here? Like, where are we going right now? Okay, so we're going to the snake atrium. Oh, ooh, ooh. Target opportunity. Give me a little bit of barrier right there. Beat these dudes up. Oh, barrier works out pretty well. I'm guessing that's this game's version of one-shot protection, because a thing that I hear in action RPGs like all the time is that people hate getting instantaneously and summarily one-shotted in action RPGs. It's one of those flaws of the genre that no one has ever really been able to figure out a way to get around it. And like make you last against stronger enemies while farming up gear or whatever else. And so I'm guessing the barrier is basically like your single-use oh shit button for when you just take a little bit too much fire. Bunch of skeletons down. Looks like there's some loot over here. A saber. I don't know if I want to be like a big two-handed guy or I want to go sword and board on this one. I'm sort of like rethinking all my life's decisions right now. I don't know. I'm a chronic alcoholic when I play games like this. Can't stop myself. Like, I get like 4 hours into the game and I think to myself, yeah, but it'd be cool to do this. And then I re-roll, and then with that guy, I play for 4 hours, and then I'm like, yeah, but it would be cool to do that. And then I just keep re-rolling over and over and over again. Mages, rogues, warriors, paladins. I can never make up my mind. That's a catastrophic waste of watermelon right there. I would know. I'm not allowed to have watermelon. I'm allergic to it. I love watermelon. And one day, oh, we're in the village outskirts right now? Okay, I saw the Griffin fly overhead. And then one day, I ate watermelon, and I got super itchy, and, like, the sides of my mouth turned red. And I was like, oh, I don't think I'm allowed to have that. Because, like, my dad No, not the village! Apparently, Proti has been struck by the enemy. Does this lead back down there? I see a bridge down there. Let's go see if we can help the village out. My man's chugging. They have a cult?
Again, Zeus help us. We've nothing left for them to take. Almighty Zeus, help us. I don't understand. Why would anyone want to steal gold for a griffin? You're right about that. These cultists are no better than beasts.
Oops. That was an accident, dude. I can't decide, like, some of the conversations, it auto-advances the dialogue, and other ones you gotta, like, click a prompt, and so, like, that was my fault, all right? That was all my bad right there. I, too, would have liked to have known, the narrative that is unfolding before us, but, you know, not the way that it went down. Man, these cultists got a soft chin on them. I'm not afraid of these dudes. I'm the champion of Greece right now. They about to build a statue of me with my wiener hanging out. You guys are a little sturdier than I was ready for. How good is the sledge? A 5% stun chance? Does that extend? I have a question. Does the stun chance extend to my AoE? Because if so, that sounds really, really useful. It's got a little bit more damage, so... Oh, okay, yeah, that's a big ass beater stick right there. Okay, all right. We're carrying around the stick of destiny now. Where's this vendor at over here? Oh, maybe we gotta save the village first. It's just like it's on the map up there. Okay, let's go find the rest of these cultists and see if we can lay them all out. Even my respawn spot too, in case I die horribly. Oh, okay. Maybe it doesn't activate until I kill all the cultists. I mean, there's a lot of dead people out here, but yeah, I mean, reasonably safe. I don't see any other cultists rocking around. Oh, there's a couple. Perfect. Have fun being flambéed. Okay, where have I not been? Just like straight up Main Street? Okay.
This is the third time in as many months. We have to put a stop to it. The Griffin's leading them. We have to...
Well, look who's grown a spine. Which one of you is responsible for this pathetic attempt at resistance? You like playing the hero, do you? Then fight me. My master will enjoy using your corpse as a plaything.
Not another attack? I'll protect the villagers. You take...
I'm not going to stand in that AoE. That seems like it's not going to work out for me. Who's that big guy right there, first of all? I didn't even see him in the group. Big old chunk monster of a human being. He still got knocked the hell out, though. That's the benefit of having a big giant hammer. It works on everybody. This hammer's rated E for everybody.
Griffin is a curse on us all. We can't keep fending off these attacks. Not me. I'm too old to go chasing down griffins. But you... Which god gave you those gifts? The cultists blocked the path up the mountain, but there's another way, through the ruins. Take it, and teach those cultists a lesson while you're at it.
Alright.
Don't forget to destroy the griffin's nest, too. We can't risk another griffin moving in.
And we do have some level ups to play around with. I think that I would like to have a little bit. Did that like do something for me? See, I needed to have this unfolded when I put that on in there. So it's strike damage and pierce damage. And like, what is my, I'm guessing it's strike. 28 strike damage. Okay, so I am boosting the proper stat right now in order to make this whole thing copacetic. We've also got masteries that I've got to play around with. You can also level and customize your core skills. Select the core tab in the map. Oh yeah, I remember that from the first game. You got to put points in down here and then it fills up and it unlocks like the higher tiers. Actually, I don't think that's what they're talking about. Over here, I can customize my dashes and stuff too with my active points if I wanted to. Interesting, but I don't know if I'm going to. Just keep throwing more points into this ability because I want another modifier shield that I can throw in here. So that makes it longer and deals more damage, but it makes it cost a lot more. Let's see, 100%, so it converts all my damage into pierce. We've also got damage against casting enemies. That might be okay. Hitting a stunned enemy triggers a shockwave, dealing 17 damage. That would actually stack with the mace thing that we've got going on right now. Or I could just make it hit harder. Let's go with staggering force, I guess, because that fills in one of our shields right there. And staggering force, now we've got chance to stun from our mace, but we've also got chance to stun on the ability itself. And so I think that sounds like it's going to be pretty useful. That seems like it's going to be helpful. Now this over here is tagged as a spell, so I don't know if it's actually benefiting from my strength stat. Like, I don't know if the game actually looks at the weapon you have equipped, and so it may have been a wiser decision to go back like so and put spikes on it. That way it's pierce damage. That way I'm getting a little bit more oomph out of it. Maybe that way it's like drawing from the right well. Actually, it still says that it's dealing strike damage right there, and it specifically said on the strength tooltip that it increases strike damage. So I'm just going to assume that I'm doing the right thing right now and that I'm not catastrophically stupid. Let's boost up spell damage a little bit, though, because an extra 12% is nice, and it increases our energy amount, which I'm guessing I'm not making a good character right now, okay? This is not a endgame ready character. This is a character that's just kind of like my first throw. You know how you do that with action RPGs? Like your first character, if you're not looking up a build or anything, you're just kind of like throwing stuff in, feeling out the system, seeing how it works. That's kind of where I am right now. Ooh, those give me attack speed right there. I'm going to take those. I also like firing off like 900 attacks per second, and 10% is like a pretty solid boost if we can manage to stack that up in other ways. All right, watermelon thieves, I'm coming for you. Bequeathing the power of flame upon you. Where are we trying to go right now? We gotta go to the Griffin's nest. Where's that at? How do I get to the Griffin's nest? It's over that way, so I'm guessing we're kind of going the right direction. If I can avoid getting snaked on my way over here. Beat these dudes down real quick. Like, what would you do if you walked out to the edge of town and you just saw some guy beating 10-foot snakes to death with a hammer? I just assume he was mentally unstable, to be honest. Not the craziest thing I've ever seen living in, the San Francisco Bay Area. Like, you're gonna see some wild shit around here, and so, like, wouldn't completely stun me. I'd probably be like, it's the meth, isn't it? But, Dude, I have become like an absolute terror to wildlife. There is no animal up in this piece that I will not beat to death. You give a man a hammer and everything does indeed look like a nail. I'm gonna get back like so. And light you guys up real quick. There's one last piggy boy over here. Stay out of the way of his hit real quick. Gonna have to auto attack him down though like a mook, which kind of sucks. What's a mallet do? There's a one-hander. Okay. Honestly, the one-handed hammer doesn't have that much different of damage from the two-handed hammer. It's calling me a pyromancer right now inside my character sheet. I need my secondary class, man. I need my secondary class right now. I'm like the world's most violent pyromancer. I mean, I do have like some pyromancy spells going on, but like still, I'm in heavy armor, bro. You gotta call me something cooler, like, I don't know, dude, like the Crimson Killer or something. Got some stumping treasure over here, dude. People need to stop putting their crappy armor inside of stumps, all right? This is becoming a civic problem. I get excited, I go investigate a stump, and then, oh, you can actually climb up a wall. I investigate a stump, and then I find somebody's old granddaddy armor that isn't worth anything to me. You gotta stop with that stuff. Out to jump. Okay, I'll jump across to the other side. Some Skeletors and stuff over here. I don't really want to light them up with my ability, because there's only two, but auto-attacking, we gotta swap this up somehow. There we go. Got him. I don't think there's anything. Actually, does the left side go somewhere? Looks like there's almost like a path over here. Oh, I almost didn't see it in between the trees, and there's treasure. All right, and this shouldn't be like any stupid dog nasty like stump treasure neither. This is an actual chest. What you got? A tough inlaid chitin. Okay. I can't rock it yet because I need to have like 51 knowledge. It looks like it's got energy barrier. So it looks like it's a hybrid piece of armor. It says that it's a plated robe. Okay. So they've got like in-between stuff here too, where they've got like warrior gear, rogue gear, mage gear, and it looks like there's one that's like in between and bridges the gap for each for the hybrid classes, which is good because as of right now, I have diverted from my normal goal and I am now making a hybrid class. Is something going to happen when I light all these torches? Can't help but notice. What does this do?
Your wish.
Blessing?
You have already received the blessing of the gods. How dare you ask for another?
But I deserve another. How I prove my worth? I just gotta kill some skeletons? Alright. I'll light these dudes up real quick. I got killing power for days out here. There we go. You guys too. Just, yeah, get out of here.
Hazard. And you have been found. Well, come and receive your blessing.
Okay. So, like, I got another blessing. Does that mean, hey, I get to pick another thing? All right. I can actually go into, like, warrior guy stuff now, too. Okay, so Mastery 2. We're obviously going Warfare. So we'll get into Warfare, and then a Sweeping Strike might be nice. I could see that being kind of helpful. We've also got, like, a Heavy Attack over here for single target. That may actually be more useful, because as it stands right now, I've got an AoE, but my single target is what you kind of, like, want to work on. We got like flat attack speed over there, and then this right here just increases our damage and stagger chance. Okay, since I already have an AoE, I'm just gonna go for heavy attack over here. Does this cost me anything? 70 energy initially. Okay, we'll throw the points in there. We now have 3 of our little customization shields. Hit 2 times in one attack. The attack time is 20% longer and does 30% less damage. We got Raging Attack. We've got Wind Up, so it's slower, but it hits harder. And we've got Enhanced Ailment. We've got Projectile Penetration. Okay, I'm not really using a ranged weapon right there, so I don't think that's going to be super helpful. We should probably go Damage Mitigation Penetration. Yeah. Throw that in there. That sounds like something we can work with. So that's going to be all my active points. And then I just want more attack speed. And so 6% more attack speed gets me up to like 15%. And so I'm pretty happy about that. What does this say over here? Attributes? Do I have any attributes to spend? No. Then why was it lit up? Huh. Maybe it just wanted me to click it really, really badly. Just beat these guys down real quick. And then I'll test out that ability in just a second. I gotta make sure I got my overwhelm charges, though. Okay, so that's just like a big whooping attack right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna fall for that one, man. I saw you winding up in the corner, my dude. I saw you over there. You're not fooling anybody with that sneaky back attack right there. Plus 15 energy. Might be useful. I don't feel like I'm running out of energy that hard, but I might be. There we go. A little bit of overwhelm stacked up, lighting up some braziers and things. Yeah, that thing hits. Okay, so we'll mix that in. We'll use the AoE to build up the overwhelming charges, and then we'll drop the hammer on them. Yeah, that worked out pretty well right there. I'll take it. Send them flying. All dead. Exactly the way I like my enemies to be. Continuing on to the south here. Oh, you guys got archers. Like, you guys got like infrastructure built. You guys have like a garbage man and everything too. This cult is seeming awfully developed. Like, there's a lot of them up here. They outnumber the villagers by a considerable token, dude. You'd think the village would have, like, I don't know, dude, gone to the constabulary or something before this? Like, why are you relying on super-powered heroes to handle this problem when clearly this is a domestic issue? Like, there's got to be a king or a prince or somebody that you can be like, hey, so things are not so great right now in Proti. There are skirted men. Ooh, that guy fell. There are skirted men around who are extorting us for our goodies. You know, like... That seems like the kind of thing to me that most kings would want to, like, remain abreast of, you know? They would want to be aware of that situation. Ow. Okay. My energon crystals are all depleted right now. What's up, boys? How would you like to be on fire? I like that fire effect. It's very, very glowy. Like, I catch myself looking at it like one looks at a normal campfire. What's up with you boys over here? You guys doing anything interesting? Just kind of hanging out? All right, give me some barrier for this dude. I'm going to need it. Oh, whooped! Go to sleep. I'm going to need you guys to stop it right now with that AoE nonsense. I see you wind that thing up one more time, dude. I'm going to have to give it to you. What you got over here? Some inlaid boots. Meh. Nothing useful to me. My HP's kind of bad right now. I seem to be recharging okay, like in between attacks though, so that brings me joy. Grab a little bit more cash on this side, make this thing happen. Let's check out this ladder real quick. There's got to be something good down here. Climb me down the ladder, baby. Uh-oh. Alright, well, I got stuck on that ladder over there. It actually, I had to reload my save game in order to fix it. So we'll just go the other way and not mess with the cult for right now, because that appears to be bugged. And in fact, it's a return of the bug that we had earlier, where my character was just following my mouse. It seems like when it comes to ladders and jumps and climbing up things, occasionally the game gets its wires crossed, and when it crosses the wires, it makes it so that you can't stop moving. Your character only like follows your mouse, and I've tried triggering abilities, all kinds of stuff to get it to stop, and wasn't quite able to get it figured out. And so, meh, loaded, ran back over here, and we should be good. We've got 13% fire damage on that bad boy. We kind of want strike damage though, because most of the damage that I can see anyways is coming from the strike damage from the initial hit, not necessarily from the fire afterwards that's ticking for like 2. And so some extra fire damage would be nice, but I think we need to focus on our main thing right now, which is that, you know, the first hit is the one that kicks ass. Come back down this way. Is that a dead guy right there, or is that a stump? I can't tell. Hard to glean. I do like how I'm crazy enough right this second. Come be crazy with me. You guys were over here feeling all comfortable like stuff wasn't gonna happen. I think if we want to kill the Griffin, we gotta go like down and over to the right. We already came through this area previously. Nope, stop attacking that one. Go over there, give yourself a shield. There you go, I'm proud of you. That's how it's done. And then this guy over here, just one big solid smack. We'll give him the bonks, deploy the doink. Alright, let's carry on down here, because I think this is where our Griffin's going to be at. And I'm interested in seeing what this first boss fight is going to feel like. We've got a light shield of life, plus 36 life is pretty nice. We've also got, I mean, I'll just take him to sell him. Like, I'm probably not going to equip him, but, you know, we'll keep him in the old backpack so that if we see anything inside the shop, we'll be able to afford it. Oh, you guys set yourselves up perfectly for that one. You guys in the wrong spot right now. I'll eat that. Why not? I got my barrier up. I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Sledge. Check that in just a minute. Those archers hit hard, man. I figured since I had heavy armor on, it wouldn't be that stingy, but it is kind of stingy right now. Do I get iframes while dodging inside of there? A Griffin Cult Ranger. Well, meet my Griffin Cult Smasher. Climb up that way, and let's see what's up with our Griffin here. The Griffin's Nest. All right, big bird man, let's do this thing.
Well, if it isn't the hero of Proti Village. Come to bask in my presence, have you? Be warned, my servants were weak, but I am as terrible as I am beautiful.
All right, let's run this thing. Oh, big hit right off the top. Good lord. Okay. I'm going to need to have, like, some kind of damage off on this thing, I think, if we want to walk this off. I'm going to potion early, and I'm going to try to keep my barrier loaded, but this thing hits hard, dude. This thing hits real hard. Okay, dodge out of that. Light it up. Dodge out. I'm not trying to stay in on these hits. All right, barrier's up, so I can afford to kind of like throw down a little bit right now. Let my health regenerate and see what she does while I get my energy back. Okay. I'm going to throw that out there, and here comes like, okay, I'm out of range. We're all right. Okay, barrier. Get a few more of those hits off. Oh, Christ. Ate that one right to the face. Gotta get some dodges back. I'm all out of dodges right now. I need a lot more dodges. Stay out of range of whatever that wind strike is. And then give me a barrier. Dodge out. Dodge out. Okay, so like they've definitely got like a little bit of a Dark Souls influence on this one too. That seems to be the recent fascination for a lot of these types of games, like action RPGs. We saw it with Path of Exile 2, where they started like making it into a Dark Souls game basically, where you've got to have like lots of carefully calculated and orchestrated dodges and things. I think if I can keep her away from a wall, I'll be okay. I think that's my main thing right now. So she's gonna do a strike right there. She's going to knock down my barrier. I think we've got her, though. Like, I think I've got the motion of how this goes. She's going to do that jump attack next. Where's the wind thing at? Yeah, outpace it. We'll just run away and stay out of range of it. And then she's going to jump. Okay. Barrier up. Drop some heat on her. Okay. We got that health bar moving. It's moving right now, dude. This overgrown chicken's about to find out. She's about to do that wind attack, isn't she? I'm just going to kite it, dude. Yeah, do the wind thing. Until the wind thing is on cooldown, I don't feel safe. And so, like, that wind thing right there, if you catch two of them in rapid-fire succession, that's, like, it for you. All right, Apollonia. Let's do this thing. Okay. Give me a barrier so that I can stay in and tussle. There we go, so I can tussle with her. Woo! Felt that one whistle past. All right. Bye-bye. Go to sleep. Good death animation right there, though. I respect the fact that they're not using like a ton of ragdolls and stuff for the bosses. Yo, and the amount of actual loot we just got out of that. I got divinity points. What do divinity points do? They're giving me all kinds of things that I can customize right now. Okay, so divinity points are how we do the thing from the first Titan Quest game, where you fill up the meter on the left and then it unlocks new tiers of abilities. I'll probably go with Warfare for right now. How many do I have? I have enough to get to tier 2. I feel it. So we've got like a big leap right there that I think might actually be kind of helpful for closing gaps and whatnot. That last boss was staying like right up my booty cheeks, and like kiting her was being kind of difficult. We can also get a stomp. So we stomp on the ground, dealing 26 strike damage. Okay, I already have an AoE, so I'm not too worried about that. We've got Combat Rush. Whenever you hit an enemy with a melee skill, gain increased damage and movement speed for 1 second. I think I like the leap the best. I feel like that's the thing that I feel the most positive about as of right now. So maybe I'll like dump some points into leap, I suppose. That way I've got like 2 shields to play around with. Less energy cost, less cooldown duration, but it doesn't deal damage. Okay, so you're just using it to like escape. 10% more damage on landing, deal 12 around your launch position. That might be nice. I'll probably go with 2 of the seismic leaps. That way we're getting a little bit more damage. I can use it for escaping, or I can use it for landing. Either way, we're dealing damage to the stuff around us, so that might not be a terrible play. Okay, and then getting on out of here, we still have, we have passive points. I'm just going to keep dumping those into attack speed for right now. I don't know what level this goes up to, but it looks like at next level we get to add something to it. I'll probably increase my critical chance, or actually 8% attack speed, since that's what I'm fishing for anyways. I'll probably take the 8% attack speed. That sounds kind of nice. That feels like the kind of thing I could get behind. As far as attributes go, let's go with a little bit more vigor, because I feel like I'm getting pummeled a little bit harder than I like getting pummeled. And I've got a feeling that I'm going to have to put knowledge in at some point too, just to make this whole thing work. Let's grab all this stuff. Massive straight sword. I like the sound of that. Actually a one-hander. I thought it would be like a two-handed claymore, but 'twas not. How much armor am I rocking up here? So I've got plated robes that are like 25 armor. I need more armor. I think having more armor would be a really good idea. So let's throw some better armor on. We've also got a one-handed club over here that's got ailment chance, critical hit chance, and ailment chance. These guys right here give movement speed and a whole bunch of resistances. I can get down on that. Yeah, throw those on real quick. And I think for now, I've cherry-picked the stuff that I'm actually interested in. Over here we got a Griffin feather. Yo, how do I look like her? She's badass, bro. I want to look like that.
Do you know who I am? No, I didn't think so. You're oblivious to your fate. She did a good job hiding you from me. Aristono, my priestess. But she couldn't hide you forever. I am Retribution herself. And you were marked for punishment long ago.
Goddess! Stop! I beg you! There's no justice in this punishment.
Justice? Ha! We're all just flies in the spider web of the fates. Blame them, not me.
Arayan! Now! Go! Run! I'll distract her. Get to the caves.
Roger that, glowy lady. Running for my life.
The cliff! Hurry!
You're gonna make me jump off hero style, huh?
Run as far as you like. I will always pursue.
What did I do? I don't even know what I did.
Have cursed us both. I am showing you mercy.
I don't have enough dodge charges. Yeah!
What will you do when she's no longer there to protect?
Probably get smote by whatever that shit is you're throwing at me right now. I'll be honest with you, I've been smote a number of times on this run. She gonna come in the cave, or is she, like, cave-ophobic?
When you used the mastery shrines, it must have alerted her to your presence. I bought her some time, but we need to move. Nemesis's servants will be close by.
Okay. Well, thus far, I mean, we've been playing the game for about an hour now, and I found it to be enjoyable. There are definitely some bugs inside of here, as to be expected from early access content. They will want to get the movement-related ones nice and ironed out about as soon as possible, since, you know, moving is like a core basic function of your game. Having your movement, like, twack out on you is definitely not the most entertaining thing. Oh, I like that jump right there. I forgot I even got that ability. Hell yeah, I'm gonna stomp these guys out real fast, too. But thus far, I'm actually kind of happy with it. Like, nowadays, I've gotten so used to, like, everything that capitalizes on my nostalgia being, like, a scam or, like, a terrible sort of, I don't know, dude, like a rehash that just doesn't take any initiative or anything else, that I'm honestly kind of surprised how well this is turning out so far. Like, I'm having a good time with it. It's definitely a little bit more soulsy, I think, than a lot of the other offerings right now on the market, other than, like, you know, Path of Exile 2. You definitely got to dodge attacks. You get smacked in this game if you don't. But I am liking the fluidity and the motion of it, and I do like the customizability of the characters so far. And so, yeah, dude, I think I'd be interested in checking this on out. I feel fairly comfortable saying that my first impressions are somewhat positive. I mean, there's a lot of unknowns right now. We don't know what the end game is going to look like. We don't know what, like, legendary itemization and things like that look like. And those are all going to be very important pieces of the puzzle. But from the first hour that I've played, I will say that I would keep playing right now. Were I not recording and having to move on to the next project to fiddle around with. And so that's a good sign, is that at the end of my hour or so, I'm not sitting here just like, oh my god, dude, they ruined another thing from my childhood. You animals! It seems pretty rad. And so I'll definitely, as an action RPG fan, somebody that plays basically every action RPG that's come out since 2000, or so, yeah, dude, I'll throw some hours on into this one and check it out a little bit further. I also don't know exactly what the price point is going to look like for this early access. Like, is the price point going to be like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70? Because I think that would shift around it too, you know what I mean? Like an $80 early access is definitely going to, my expectations will be a lot higher on that front. And so, like, if they drop an $80 price tag on it, like, yeah, the production values are pretty good, the voice acting and whatnot's pretty good, but, like, I've been a firm believer my entire life that there is no video game that's worth $60. Like, I always feel like the sweet spot for video games is, like, $40. That's the spot at which, like, yeah, okay, I'll throw $40 at it. But my name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games. Even though I didn't do that today, we played something completely and totally different because it's a game that I was obsessed with when I was 20 years old. I will see you all later. Thank you for stopping on in, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye, folks.